Okay, today I'm going to explain how to use Google Earth to find thermal trigger points based on available GPS flight tracks. So the first thing you need to do is find tracks that are in the area which you intend to fly. And I like to go to Paragliding Forum to find my paragliding pilots, fellow pilots tracks. And what I do is I go to Leonardo here. Well, first I go to paraglidingforum.com. So right here, I'll click on Leonardo. And here's a global flight database of hang glider and paraglider pilots tracks. And click My Flights, and this is just for the area that I intend to fly. You can click on takeoffs and find a whole list of others. And then you can click on any of your flights or other people's, and I'll click on my flight here in Florida last year. And here it is. So after that, you can click here on Google Earth and click on here Most Detailed, and this will download the Google Earth file and launch Google Earth. And I already pulled up another fellow pilot's flight, James Bradley, who flew just yesterday, April 28th, 2012. And this is what comes up when you click on that link, the most detailed link on Paragliding Forum. And so to navigate in Google Earth, ideally it's best done with a 3-button mouse and a scroll wheel, because otherwise you'll have to use these controls here, which are kind of hokey. You can do it, but it's not as easy. So with a 3-button mouse, use the first button to pan around. You can use the third button to rotate the view, and the scroll wheel would zoom in and out. So what we have here with James's flight yesterday, down in Florida, it's very flat, so that the flights are all launched by towing. And we see here that he's towed up, and then he catches something light and he dribbles. Takes a long glide once he loses that thermal, and then he finds one over here. And the way you find the thermal trigger point is to look down the barrel of the thermal. You rotate the track until you're looking down the center of the spirals. And from this, it's pretty obvious that the thermal trigger is this field right here. So what I like to do is I like to drop a push pin. Let's see if I have a toolbar here. I'll take this push pin here, and I will drop a push pin right there, and I'll mark it as trigger 1. Okay. So now we've got one trigger point. What happened to the flight? I don't know. Okay. There. Okay. There we have it back again. Okay. And now if we look further on, we see that he's just dribbling in some light lift, maybe flying under a cloud. He's going on a long glide. And I mean, maybe over here he hit something. So that might be another trigger right here. This building, since we can look down that. So somewhere around here is another trigger point. Let's drop another push pin. Trigger 2. Somewhere over here. Okay, let's pop this track back up again here. And oops. And that's pretty much it, I guess, for that flight. And you might think that the thermal trigger point is different for every single day or every condition, but let me pull up my flight from last year, and this was April 23rd, 2011, a year ago. And you'll see here that we both launched from about the same place. This is his flight, and this was mine. And we both go on this this glide, long glide, and whoop, what do you know? It's the same trigger point right here. This field is a solid, reliable thermal generator. And we both dribble along a little bit. And oh, right here, we see that we both catch the same thermal. And what is triggering it? This field right here. So we know that we've got two reliable thermal triggers just based on two GPS tracks in different years. Obviously, the wind direction is similar. And from this, the more flight tracks you have, the more accurate of a map you can generate. And I hope this technique will help you better analyze your own flights and others and make you a better XC pilot. Thank you.